We are ready for the men's final of the Masters Division World Over 35 World Outdoor Ball Hockey Championships. Ballhockey.com, Athletic Center. They have been your hosts all weekend long in St. Catharines, Ontario, Canada. Burlington Stars in black. They came into the playoffs as the number one seed after the round robin. And they are playing the Vaughan Hawks, who entered the playoffs as the number two seed. So both teams did well in the round robin and have won both their games earlier today in the quarters and semis to make it to the finals. And it's going to be an early power play to the Burlington Stars. Enzo Cimenti. Enzo between the pipes there for Vaughan. He took a stab at the ball, ended up going over the glass. And that is delay of game. So 2 minutes. Power play here. We've got 14. That's Montero. We've got Montero, Dorade, and Porter up front. This is Pereira with the ball, number 4. Porter has the ball now. Tries for Pereira. That's get intercepted. Oliva is away. Montero picks it up. Finds Jimmy. Jimmy takes a shot. Was going top shelf. Nice stop there by Enzo. Montero holding on to the ball. Goes rink wide for Jimmy. And there's a goal just like that. Tick, tack, toe. And that's how it works. We had Jimmy going down low to Dorade, who threw it right in front to Porter, who was standing unattended to, almost in the crease, and just tapped it into the back of the Vaughan net. Minute 17 into this game. We had a power play, and now we have a power play goal. The Burlington Stars up 1-0 over the Vaughan Hawks. That's Forrester there. Scott Forrester winning the draw for Burlington. As Burlington dumped it down. Enzo throws it down to Fiaccioni, who's on the far blue line. Fiaccioni now able to over to Jordan. Jordan tries to take a snapshot. That gets deflected. Forrester now this side to 13. Gets caught up in some sticks. Souvenir gets tossed back. We've got Forrester under center. Ridge here, number 13 on the left side. And Strain on the right side, number 10 for the Burlington Stars. So Jordan taking the draw here for Vaughan. Loses it. Back to 22. That shot just hit the crossbar. Looks like he had the goaltender beat, but not the crossbar. Face-off outside the Vaughan zone. Forrester turns and shoots right off the draw. Strain in, just trying to force the issue to finish my thought. Ridge throws it back to the point. It's a shot there by 22. .74 now. Either Tony or Vinny. I think that 74 is Tony. Going to call the other 74 Vinny. That's an interception now by Vaughan. Jump ball. Vaughan going for it. Hits a couple of gloves. Hits a couple of bodies. Ball on the goal line there momentarily. Tony whisked that one away. Now we got good wheels. Strain on the far side. Forrester chips it forward. And the teams change. Porter out here down the middle. He's got Jim on the right side for Burlington. Fiaccioni now. Through the middle to 72. Fiaccioni picks it up on the give and go. Tries to snap one in on goal. That gets deflected. Now a backhand to the slot. Porter, though, playing good defense, and Jim is away on the forecheck. Loses his defender momentarily. Porter had a play out of that, but it would have had to have been out of midair. 22 now, up to 5. Fiaccione. There's a shot over, and 44 scores. Mark Dukic. Dukes. Mark Dukic. Nice shot, nice snipe. He's got a nose for the net there, does Dukes. In fact, the Vaughan Hawks have a nose for the net. In some games in the tournament, they may have found themselves having less of the possession, yet more of the goals. And at the end of the game, it's the goals that count. And right now, we've got a goal aside. Well, teams not willing to sit back and play defensively here, obviously, today. Neither of the team's strategy coming in. We got Cowan now going back for it, 90, being pursued by Vaughan. Forecheck pays off, back to 88. That's a hard shot right on net by Oliva. .405 to go, first period. Andrade playing center there for Vaughan. Mowdy on the left side. Fiaccioni on the right side. But it's Craig Mack behind the net here for the Burlington Stars. Craig Mack has it. Intercepted here by Andrade. That snapshot picked out of midair by Compy. Compy playing in his second straight final here. Oliva and Varelli. Sorry, that's Dukic, even though his jersey says Varelli. That's Dukic on the right side. Oliva, number 88. Andrade playing the middle, but it's Jim for the Burlington Stars. Wins the draw. Number 5 now walks it up from behind his own net. Almost every opportunity they have, the Burlington Stars will set up behind their own net and then begin their breakout at that point. And quite often it's effective. Here's Jimmy, number 11. Able to stay strong on that ball, and he maintains possession. Back to the point there where 5 snaps one towards the net. Oliva away now, finds Dukes. Tried to go back. Oliva with it now. Finds Dukes again. Down low is Vaughan. Try to work something out of the corner. Porter here on the offense. Here's a little opportunity as they work a 2-on-1. Gets back to Vinny. It's either Vinny or Tony, 274s. One Vinny's, one Tony. Back to the point, that's Cowan. Cowan over to Jeff. Sees his centerman open up now in the corner. That's Porter. Oh, tried to catch Jimmy. But complete the give and go. Wasn't to be. Oliva now over to Andrade. Picks it up to Dukes. He's got a cutter through the middle. Finds him. Here's an opportunity now. That just goes wide. Big rush there by 55 of Vaughan. It's Marasco. Dukes turns around. Cowan will intercept that as it caroms off the boards. Finds Montera, who winds and fires. Goaltender just gets a piece of that. Enzo does. It's Dorati there, forechecking for the Burlington Stars. Enzo just holds on to that, slows things down, allows his team to get a change, if they so choose, and they do not. Vaughan, definitely the shorter bench today of the two teams, running 9 guys over there, while Burlington, they appear to have the full complement, probably 3 lines up front and at the back end. So we'll see as this drags on whether or not that benefits Burlington when fatigue begins to be an issue. That's an errant pass right in their own zone by Vaughan. Montero doesn't miss too often from there. 22 handles that with his gloves initially. Marasco up now to Fiaccioni. Fiaccioni shoots and scores. There's a goal by Vaughan. Didn't look like Fiaccioni was too much of a threat there. Right on the glass at the blue line. In fact, upon further review, that shot may have been going wide. It may have hit the inside of Compy's blocker there as he attempted to make a save and gone into the back of the net that way. Either way, it's 2-1 here for Vaughan. The second seed against the top seed after the preliminaries. Both have won 2 playoff games to make the finals here. Burlington now with the ball. That's Craig Mack. Up front now for Burlington, Dorade, Montero, and Pereira. The number 1 line, at least this weekend. Lots of offense being generated by these 3, and they're in the offensive zone again. Dorade now trying to lead the forecheck. Pereira in to help. But Vaughan able to spring Jordan here up the right side. Jordan in a stick battle with Montero, and he wins it. Jordan still with it now. Still spinning. 1-on-2 there, Jordan, and eventually, although he's still in there working away against Montero, you have to think eventually Burlington's 2 will win out, and they did. Over to Montero. Montero gets the blue line. Tried to hit Pereiro with a no-look. Here's Jordan now with an opportunity at the far end. Nice save by Compy. Somehow Jordan was left all alone on the far blue line while the Burlington Stars tried to squeeze in a line change and a quick turnover at Vaughan's blue line. And one pass later, Jordan finds himself all alone. But Compy was up to the task and was able to glove that one as Jordan was looking to go top shelf. Andrade now stepping in for the draw against Forrester for the Burlington Stars. Fiaccione is back out. Scored the second goal for Vaughan there in the white helmet, leaning into the circle from the left position. And that ball somehow makes its way over the glass. There's a shot right off the draw by Dukes. Looking for his second of the game. As the period comes to an end. Had a glitch here with the buzzer. Hasn't been working for the last few games. So at the end of periods, referees have one eye on the clock, and players are trained now just to listen for the sound of the whistle rather than the sound of the buzzer. Ten minutes now, back up on the clock. Getting set for period number 2. Vaughan Hawks leading this 2-1 after the first period. Burlington Stars scored on the power play early on in the first 90 seconds. And Vaughan has scored the last 2 goals. I'd say possession-wise, first period, pretty 50-50 even on both teams. But Vaughan with 2 and Burlington with 1. Mowdy here on the left side for Vaughan, getting set to go. He's got Andrade in the middle, Fiaccione on the right. Forrester taking the draw for Burlington. That's Ridge in there, forcing the issue. Strain trying to intercept. Finally, Cowan gets the ball back for Burlington. Cowan throws it in, no icing though. It cleared the blue line. Conte is back. Goes backhand to Fiaccione. He maintains possession. Finds Andrade through the middle. He's weighing his options. Fiaccione has it again, but that's quickly taken off of him by Strain. 5 now looking to slide through the middle. They let him. Strain now with the ball in the right corner for Burlington. Cycles it back to number 5. Number 5 working hard. We got Forrester, the centerman, covering for him at the point. Andrade with a long shot. That rebounds off the back wall. Forrester back to pick up the ball. Over to Cowan. Both teams change. 8:52 to go. Third period. Make that second period. 2-1. Vaughan leading Burlington. Masters Division Final of the World Outdoor Ball Hockey Championship. Cowan through a seam now. He leaves it for either Tony or Vinny. I think I'm calling him Vinny. Back now to Conte. There's a tip and it's in. That was Conte from the point. And Cowan, his defensive partner, was parked in just off the side of the net and deflected that on almost an impossible angle in behind Enzo, the goaltender for the Vaughan Hawks. So we're knotted up again, 2 apiece. 8:32 to go in the second period. Having seen both teams play here throughout the weekend, I would say that both teams are offensively gifted, and sometimes maybe let their defensive responsibilities lapse. And as such, you sometimes will get high-scoring affairs, and so far, 4 goals scored. And we're not yet 2 minutes into the second period. We'll see whether things tighten up. Here's Jordan now all alone with a pass. Don't know how Dukes missed that one. All Dukes had to do was tap it in the general vicinity, and it was going to go in, but somehow missed the far side of the net. And we'll see at the end of this game whether or not Dukes is going to regret that on his drive back to Vaughan. There's Conte over to his defensive partner, 51. He slides it up to Montero. Back to 51. That's Roger Dutra. There's 51. Enzo decides to flop on it. We'll get a face-off. Pereira down the middle. Gives way, though. Dorade instead will take the draw. Trying to load up Montero. Right-handed shot. Lined up. Just a couple of steps inside the blue line. They win the draw back to Montero. Forced to go to his backhand. Now spins to his forehand. Gets a shot off, but that's blocked by Andrade. There's another shot. Calmly kicked out by Enzo. Turned over, though, as Vinny holds the line. Montero thinks shot. Does shoot. Goes off the leg of 22. Is down low to block that, and he's feeling it. Rocco Mangelli. Hey, Rocco. Keep your chin up, kid. Stays in the game. Andrade. Dorade again. Back to Montero. Over to Pereira. One-timer through the 5-hole of Enzo. And now it's 3-2. Well, we'll see. It might just be last goal wins here, as teams now seem to be trading goals every 2 or 3 minutes. Maybe whoever scores the last one will end up with the championship. Pereira scoring there, and they stay on. Pereira, Montero, Dorade. They'll do it again as that ball was whacked out of midair before it actually hit the ground. Andrade and Pereira. Andrade wins it this time. Pereira picks it up onside. Tried to hit a streaking Montero. Just found his feet. That's Marasco. Hits Andrade going through the middle. Andrade now trying to find Maudy, who is cruising through. Is well covered, however. Dorade now has Montero through the middle. Here's Montero on the break. Sliding play by Maudy. Looking for somebody to shoot, and finally it's Dorade, and he goes top cheese. 4-2 now for the Burlington Stars. Goals are coming fast, and they're coming quick here in the Masters Championship. Both teams offensively gifted, and they're showing those talents. They're on full display here. We'll see who gets the next one. Forrester, Ridge, Strain up front for Burlington. We've got Jordan, Dukes, and Oliva up front for Vaughan. Marasco now. Fanned on that pass. Cowan picked it off. Now gets chipped in the general direction. Up and over the glass, though. Vaughan could be running out of steam here. Third game of the day with just 9 bodies. Means you're running 3D, 2 forward lines. Game in, game out. Gets exhausting. Burlington, meanwhile, a little deeper bench. Marasco sets up behind his own zone. His own goal, rather. He's got Ridge shadowing him out front of goaltender Enzo. Oliva looks to be open. They give him the ball. That tips right off of his blade. Strain was there to pick it up. Ridge gets his stick into Conti's feet. It's an easy trip call for the referees. So a chance now for Vaughan to get back into this, trailing 4-2. They'll go to the power play. 5:34 to go in the second period. Up front for Vaughan, we've got Dukes, Andrace, Jordan, Marasco playing the left point, Oliva on the right point with a left shot. Looks like they're trying to win the draw in Oliva's direction. Andrace doesn't get the first one. In fact, breaks his stick on that. He'll have to go back to the bench, get a new one. As Oliva winds, now with the new stick, Andrace tries something, doesn't work. Jordan is hot on number 5's tail. Montero with the ball now, finds himself a little bit of room, going to kill a little more time with men on. Instead, gives it away. Oliva now works himself into a shooting position. Instead, passes, and there's a goal. Oliva, fake shot, went down to Andrace, and he one-touched that, either a shot or a shot pass, just putting the ball into a dangerous area. And it looks like Jordan, who had positioned himself well in front of the net, had that rebound just fall in front of him, and he tapped it into a wide-open net. 4-2. Make that 4-3 with a power play goal for the Vaughan Hawks. 4-3 now. Just over the halfway point of the second period, so the halfway point of regulation. If things are tied at the end of 3 periods of play, we will go to continuous OT. So who knows how long we'll be playing ball hockey here. Burlington Stars, though, want time to clip away quite fast as they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Compy there settles down that long shot. Face-off now deep in Vaughan zone. Sorry, make that Burlington zone. Jordan, Mouty, Fiancione. Up front for Vaughan. Jordan takes a wild swing at that as he tried to grab it out of midair. Into the back now, Mouty in tough with Conte. Mouty uses his body. Burlington now, it's Porter with the ball. Porter works it up, gets the line. Marasco looking for a call, doesn't get it as Jordan breaks away, comes in on a sharp angle, takes a quick snapshot. There's another good shot by Mouty, and Compy stops both of them. Lots of offense here on display by both sides. Marasco still grimacing that trip there in the neutral zone. Has a few things to say to the referee. 4:03 to go in the second period. Compy getting some water. Andrace under center for Vaughan. We've got Pereira with Dorade and Montero back again. Number 1 offensive line for Burlington. Back now to Vinny. Vinny over to Pereira. Pereira, no look backhand pass. Knew Dorade would be there, and he is. He takes a shot from the half boards. Gets his own rebound now. Fires one into the slot where Montero was waiting, but couldn't quite catch up with that pass. There's a little softy. Third for Mongarelli. Fiancione trying to shake his defender, make something happen. Ended up with just a soft roller that Compy put his glove on. 3:31 to go, face off to the left of Compy. Vaughan making some changes. Duke's out now lining up. They'll look to win the draw in his direction, while Olivia puts a big body in front of net. Fiancione slides back in to play the left point with Marasco on the right. Draw goes right towards the net. Copy covers. We'll do it again. That time they won the draw, 2 Dukes. Dorati got out to defend, however. Now Duke's telling Oliva, hey, get on Dorati. Try and hold him up a little bit, so if we win the draw this time. They do win it. And smartly, Vinny has a read, the defender, so he's the one that steps out unchallenged on Dukes to take away that scoring opportunity. Pereira gets that ball through. There is an opportunity as Dukes had snuck in behind the Burlington defense. Dukes now with the ball. There's a quick spin. Ball goes in deep. He thought he was held up. Craig Mack throws it over to Dorati. Dorati has it now, looking for Pereira. Instead, goes cross ice to Tony. Craig Mack to Tony. Tony back to Craig Mack. He's leading the rush. Has Pereira on his off wing. Montero thinking about going. Fakes it, takes one step. Pereira weighing his options. Finds Montero. His shot hits a leg. Goes into the webbing. (4-3) the score. Burlington Stars in black. Vaughan Hawks in red. Referee saying that hit someone on Burlington, beat a leg or a stick or what have you. So the faceoff is outside the zone. Forrester on for a shift with Strain and Ridge for the Stars. That's Strain with it there, trying to glove it, but Marasco has it now. Marasco twisting and turning. Strain still hounding him. He finds his out, though, in Oliva. Olivo dumps it in, shows some good legs, throws one, looking 5-hole. Compy kicks it out. Strain now with a little bit of speed. Tried to turn the corner on Marasco, but couldn't. Still has the ball down in the corner. Forrester on the one-timer. That hit a foot in front. Went up high. Over the boards. We'll see if Burlington sets up behind their own net as they are apt to do. They do not. Instead, fire it the length of the zone to a streaking Strain. Fires one in stride. Now Ridge with it. He backs away, buys himself some space, finds 5 in the slot. He cruises through. There's an opportunity, if not for Enzo's glove. Looked like he had the entire glove side to shoot at, but as soon as it was there, Enzo took it away. Snared that right out of midair. Keeping this a 4-3 lead for Burlington. They were looking to stretch their lead there. Change for the Stars. Porter coming out to take the draw. He's got Jimmy on his right. Vinny on his left. Marasco now. Vinny intercepts. Big body Vinny gets it back to the point. There's 51. That's a high shot. Hit something in front. 73 now on the break. He snaps one in stride, does Conte. Spins away from his initial check. Conte showing a burst of speed here from the back end. And not to be. Mowdy now applying a little bit of pressure. Jim spins away from that. It's Jimmer now with a little flip play to himself. Trying to cut through. Couldn't beat 3 defenders, or maybe he can. Marasco finally whacks out away, but Porter corrals it for Burlington. He's got a little bit of pressure, but finds some open space. Over to Jimmy. Looking for somebody to shoot. Jordan finds that, throws it down. Compy watches it just go wide of the net. That's flooring. Just under 49 seconds to go here in the second period. Burlington in black, 4. Vaughan, red, 3. We've had a little bit of a goal drought here for the last few minutes. For a while there, both teams were scoring at a pretty impressive clip. Almost every 60 seconds we were going back to center. But haven't had a goal now for a few minutes. We'll see if somebody can score before this period's done. Is it Oliva? He's got the ball. Throws it at the net. Compy scoops that up. Vaughan will have a draw now, deep in the Burlington zone. Oliva will go set up there in front of the net. Andrade trying to win it back to Dukes. It's Porter, though, who's able to win the defensive draw for Burlington. Throwing around the boards, and Dukes unable to grab it there and hold it in the zone. Now he's getting some pressure from Jim. Ball kind of slides off his stick. One-timer by Vinny in front. Great save by Enzo. Could be a game saver, that one. Porter now with it. Nifty pass on his backhand to find his far defense in the open man. And Enzo alert to pick up that rebound off the back wall. And with 12 seconds to go, we've got probably our last face-off of the second period coming up in the Vaughan zone. You see the Vaughan players. This is the fatigue that we're talking about. All three players on the floor, crouched over. This is their third game of the day, and they've been running about 8-9 runners the entire day. At this level of competition, physically it's just difficult to do that, especially in the Masters division. We'll see how much they have left in the tank here for the last 12.7 seconds of this period, and one more as they maybe try and force a few more with overtime. We will go to continuous overtime if this is tied up. We got Dorade looking to win the draw for Burlington against Andrade. Andrade throws it to the corner. 7 seconds to go here. Burlington's still trying to work a chance. Fiancelli winds up, drives that right into the shin pads of the defenders. And that'll do it for the second period. If anybody is actually waiting for the co-ed rec final, that will follow this game immediately. You can see the next YouTube link either at ballhockey.com on our Facebook page or go to the WeeStream YouTube channel. All available there. This is the Masters World Outdoor Ball Hockey Championship live at the ballhockey.com Athletic Center, courtesy of ballhockey.com and WeeStream. My name is Kevin Jack, along with Brandon Scram, our videographer. We are WeeStream. Happy to be hooked up with ballhockey.com to bring you the World Outdoor Ball Hockey Championship. Burlington Stars in the black, Vaughan Hawks in the red. 1 period to go, 10 minutes up on the clock. Burlington holding a 4-3 advantage. These two teams did not meet in the round robin. Burlington won all 3 of their games, as did Vaughan. Clean sheet for both teams, 5-0 records coming into the finals. Fiancione, Andrade, Mowdy on the far side for Vaughan, but it's Burlington with the ball. They find Montero. Montero over to Dorade. Dorade now to Montero. Pereira looks to find Montero, does. Lots of dekes there. Conte went in to give Montero the business and shove him out of harm's way, and both of them probably got their sticks up, and it looks like Montero maybe got his stick up a little higher than Conte did. Judging by Conte's reaction, it looks like stick might have got him in the throat or something like that. Montero going over there to apologize. Usually guys that apologize aren't dirty hockey players. We've seen these guys play all weekend long and never seen anything untoward out of Montero. Just saw it on replay, didn't look like much. Looked like Montero just kind of got his hands up a little bit to defend himself and didn't even look like they got him up that high. Probably more than incidental than anything. Sometimes that happens in physical games, physical sports. Pereira now over to Dorade. Dorade to Montero, who shoots. That's a good save by Enzo. Vaughan clears the zone. Not for long, though. Dorade right back into it, gains control. He has Pereira in front. Montero was looking to set up for the one-timer in the seam. Pereira getting pressure there, back pressure from Andrade on the point. Now it's Pereira on pursuit up against Marasco. Pereira comes out of the corner with the ball. Finds Dorade, who's going to look for Cowan. Nearly found him as the defenseman circled in from the point. Made himself available, back door. Montero caught out of position there covering. Now he's back at his regular position in the slot. Pereira trying to retrieve the ball. Does against Marasco, but he quickly takes it away. Vaughan now. 8.5 minutes to go in the third period. Vaughan needing a goal. Here's a 2-on-1 opportunity. Fiaccione and Maudy. Maudy decides to shoot. Nice stop by Compe. Burlington definitely didn't like the extra whack there on their goaltender after he had it smothered. Maudy was just looking for a loose ball opportunity. Both teams doing the right thing there. Maudy trying to score. Burlington trying to stand up for their goaltender. Both teams in the right. Jordan, Oliva, and Dukes now. Jordan and Dukes have both scored here for for Vaughan. They need another one, though, as Dukes whacks one out of midair. Those are tricky to stop for the goaltenders. Compe, though, had no problem handling that one. Conte back with the ball for Vaughan. Conte, 73 on Vaughan. Conte, 30 on Burlington. It's 89 for Vaughan. Jordan that has the ball. He finds Oliva. Oliva brings himself in offside. Probably wondering who was offside. It was himself. It's been a good weekend of ball hockey here at the ballhockey.com Athletic Center. Teams from far and wide competing, and it's boiled down to this. There's Marasco. Over to Oliva. Oliva through the middle. Quick snapper. That rebound goes high. Oliva trying to get in there, complaining that the defender was holding his stick. Jordan now trying to find some open space. Oliva back at it. Back to Marasco. He shoots and fires. That doesn't get through. Forrester takes a wild swing at it. Doesn't connect. Scott Forrester. Not quite sure what to do with the ball there. They do not get it out. There's Jordan with a chance. Dukes right in the danger zone, looking to get something out of that rebound. Throws it back at the net, and Compe squats on that. And we'll have another face-off as Vaughan continues to apply pressure here to the Burlington Stars, trying to even this championship final up at 4 apiece. First period and a half of this game were pretty wild as we saw Burlington build that 4-3 lead, and since then, both teams tightened up, and you almost get a feeling right now that if Burlington scores one more, it may ice the game, and if Vaughan scores the next one, they're back in it. So this next goal is going to be huge, whoever scores it. Is it Porter who throws it to the front of the net? Conte picks up the rebound now for Vaughan, throws it up to Maudy on the far side. Tony takes that away from him. Porter now thought about going backhand to his teammate, instead flips it into Vinny. Vinny's got it, looking to do something. Big body, 74. Finds his fellow 74, Tony on the back end. Now it's Vinny. He's got Porter wide open in front. Can he get the ball there? He does. Porter can't connect, though, on the other side as the ball gets stuck at his feet. Vaughan temporarily clearing the zone. Fiaccione in on the forecheck. Tindrace back here, gets a yell on the far side from Maudy, but pass is no longer there. Marasco now gets the zone, thinks about shooting, then does not. Over to Maudy. Maudy's one-timer goes wide. Fiaccione now. Throws something at the net, hits his own player, Maudy, who is applying the screen. Andrace now. Tough pass to the point for Conte to handle. Porter's picked it up and throws it down the floor so Burlington can get a change. Pereira, Montero, Dorade onto the floor now for Burlington as Fiaccione looks for his second of the day from about the same spot. Dorade fans on that pass to Pereira, who had put himself offside. Conte spins with it to his backhand. Throws one down. That's going to be an icing, say the referees. Vaughan has been trying, but with each passing minute, they are running out of time and running out of chances. 5:14 to go here, potentially for the tournament. For both Vaughan and Burlington. Burlington looking to ice this with another goal. Vaughan looking to even things up with the next goal. Jordan under center for Vaughan. Pereira for Burlington. It's Jordan that wins it. Back to Marasco. He flips it up. Dukes gets it in stride and onside. Quickly, though, gets bodied by Cowan down low. Their sticks are tangled up. Neither can move. 5 now picks it up. Finds Montero. Montero to Pereira. Pereira has Cowan, who had joined the rush. Finally, they get the zone. That allows Pereira to go to the net. They find Pereira, they do. Tries to bring it back. Backhand. Go far side. Was not to be. Nice stop by Enzo. More pressure here by the Burlington Stars. Little backhand play into the corner. Montero's first to retrieve it. Getting bodied, though, by Marasco's, not letting him go anywhere. Little kick play. Jordan, Oliva, and Dukes now are away on a 3-on-2 for Vaughan. Oliva takes a shot. There's a juicy rebound. And now Burlington on a 3-on-2 attack of their own. Drop pass now. Tried to go back to Montero. Marasco turns things up. Offside is the call. Dukes not liking that offside call. As a result, the pass was made all the way from the other end of the floor. So we've got a face-off now. Not where the Vaughan Hawks want it to be. About 150 feet away from where they need to be and the ball needs to be in the back of the net. As they trail Burlington 4-3 in this championship final. Andrace, Fiancione, Mowdy. Got Marasco on the point. Porter wins the draw now, back to 51, who turns and shoots. That hit Andrace. He's wincing a little bit, but stays in. Andrace now covering Porter, is trying to find an option. Throws one at the net. Got deflected. Now it's Conte all the way back to get the ball for Burlington. Will likely set up behind his own net, and he does. It's a change now as Craig Mack joins Conte as his defensive partner, and he summons Craig Mack back for an outlet. Vaughan now forces the issue. Burlington comes up the available side, gets the ball deep. Strain on there, the first guy. Finds Porter now, who's going to get a shot. Great save by Enzo. Craig Mack now with an opportunity. Another save by Enzo. And another stop. It's Jimmy out front with 1, 2, 3 chances at the rebound. And Enzo just laying himself out to keep his team in this game. Enzo. Jimmy Enti. Mask comes off, needs a little breather. Maybe that's DiNardo. Got him down as Enzo Chimienti. Either way, he's been stellar in the last couple of minutes as Vaughan is saving all of their energy for a potential tying goal. So maybe taking a few chances defensively, weighing the risk-reward and trying to maybe stay on the offensive side of the ball on occasion. As such, their goaltender has to be good, and Enzo has been that. As Oliva has the ball, not for long. Marasco now over to the right side where Oliva has it. Goes rink wide for Dukes. Thinks about shooting. Then does. That gets blocked right away. Jim now with the ball. He fires from just outside the blue line. Marasco bodies him. Jim maintains possession. We got Montero and Andrace. Jimmy gets it over to Montero. Montero now with a little bit of room. There's Jimmy wide open. One-timer. Fanned on it a bit. Just went wide. Tony on the back end. Flips it down to Montero, who gloves it. 2:20 to go now in the third period. Burlington with the ball, and Burlington up 4-3. Both teams do have a timeout here. Again, great staff here at the bar upstairs, just checking with the tech guys from WeeStream, making sure we're looked after. They'll do a great job for your next visit. If you haven't been to the bar upstairs, it's just part of the ballhockey.com athletic facility here in St. Catharines. Both teams have a timeout in this game, so we'll see when Vaughan decides to use theirs. So the short bench, I would surmise that they will, probably at the next whistle, as Conte runs it in. Maybe he doesn't need a break. He's got legs left. He gets smushed into the backboards. No call, though. Kind of half lost his footing, so made that tumble look a little worse than I think it was intended to be. Well, maybe not the next whistle, because this is it. Still 2:08 to go in the third period. Jordan, Fiancioni, Mowdy out front for Vaughan. Looking to get the equalizer. They win the draw to Mowdy. Mowdy back to Marasco. Jordan didn't have the angle to get that ball, but Fiancioni does. Fiancioni trying on the half boards to send something in front. It's Pereira that gains the zone. Mowdy, far side to Fiancioni. He scored from here earlier today. That time it's a wrister. Dorade wins the ball, and it's Pereira, Dorade, and Montero on a 4-on-3. And Montero fires one to the back of the net. And that, in fact, might be the end for the Vaughan Hawks. They tried mightily, they did, the Vaughan Hawks. It's tough to make it through the playoffs with a short bench. And when you get to the third and final game, the most important, and there's not much left in the tank, there's not much you can do, especially when you've got a formidable opponent like the Burlington Stars, and they've proven themselves to be exactly that. And again, the trio, Montero, Pereira, Dorade, just exceptional all tournament long, and they have been again this afternoon in the championship final. Cowan now throws a pass, a little errant, into the middle of the neutral zone. As Vaughan still pressuring, though. Compy smartly covers that up, and we'll see if Vaughan now chooses to use their timeout with 1:13 to go in the third period. And they do decide to use their timeout. Both teams have played with class here all weekend long. Not much more than a skirmish ever to deal with. And when you get men together and put a championship on the line, sometimes they let their emotions get the better of them. But not here. It's all gentlemen, well, and ladies for the co-ed division at ballhockey.com at the World Outdoor Ball Hockey Championships. Both teams should be proud of their performance this weekend, how they've handled themselves both on and off the court. Vaughan trailing by 2. It all starts with 1. They've pulled their goaltender, 6 attackers for Vaughan against 5 for Burlington. Andrade trying to win the draw. They've got Oliva here in the middle. Oliva. Left-hand shot. Set up right in the slot. Trying to win it in his direction. There he is. And he shoots. That gets deflected, though. Goes high and wide. Conte for Burlington tries to clear the zone, but Oliva gets back. Plays catch there with Conte. Now they got the blue line. Throws it over to Jimmy, who I imagine will take a shot at the empty net. Oliva, though, got back, though, to deflect that out of midair. Strain now with an empty net. Slides one in. 6-3 now with 51.4 to go in the third period. And the Vaughan Hawks are giving their symbol to the timekeeper that's it. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. 6-3 and goaltender and 3 men on the bench. Vaughan Hawks don't need to go through the formality of the final 51 seconds. And so they shake hands and congratulate their goaltender, Compy, for the championship. Brian Broley of ballhockey.com is out for the trophy presentation. Vaughan Hawks come out on the losing side of a 6-3 game here. Congratulations to both squads. But to the Burlington Stars, who can call themselves the 2015 World Outdoor Ball Hockey Champions after winning each and every game this weekend at the ballhockey.com Athletic Center in St. Catharines. And the end of the championship game is a 6-3 win for the Burlington Stars. For all of us at ballhockey.com, for Brandon Scram and myself, Kevin Jack, we make up WeeStream. We have been very proud to have been associated with the World Outdoor Ball Hockey Championships with ballhockey.com. If you have yet to come to St. Catharines to see the facilities, if you have yet to enter a tournament, make sure you do so. Ballhockey.com, delivering the best ball hockey experience in the entire world.